Donald Trump has announced that the UFC is headed to the White House next year, 2026, on July 4th. It falls on a Saturday, potentially International Fight Week. The UFC will play host at the White House. Yes, according to President Donald Trump, Dana White and him are working to get things going, and he vows to host a UFC event on the grounds of the White House. This is crazy breaking news. What in the world is happening? Of course, Dana White and Donald Trump are longtime friends. Donald Trump helped Dana White back in the day when the UFC was struggling. President Donald Trump mulls a UFC fight on the White House grounds, President Donald Trump said Thursday. We'll get to that in just a second. Thinking of a staging of a UFC match on the White House grounds with upwards of 20,000 spectators to celebrate 250 years of American independence. And we see through all these comments, many fighters are reaching out. Hey, I want to get a piece of that action. But here is Donald Trump saying it and speaking it into word himself.
So every one of our national park, battlefields, and historic sites are going to have special events in honor of America 250. And I even think we're going to have a UFC fight. We're going to have, does anybody watch UFC, the great Dana White? We're going to have a UFC fight. We're going to have a UFC fight. Think of this, on the grounds of the White House. We have a lot of land there. We're going to build a little, we're not, Dana's going to do it. Dana's great, one of a kind. We're going to have a UFC fight, championship fight, full fight, like 20, 25,000 people. And we're going to do that as part of 250 also. We're going to have some incredible events, some professional events, some amateur events. But the UFC fight's going to be a big deal too. And
again, whether you like this guy or not, whether you agree with the politics or not, this is huge. The UFC, the White House, Fight Oracle, shout out this guy, could get Jones and McGregor out of retirement. A $50 million potential gate here. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and already the big names are coming out. Conor McGregor, the notorious on MMA. Instagram, the only place where disputes truly get settled, the White House. And he shows this picture. A little bit of AI. Who is that guy? Michael Chandler. Of course, Michael Chandler may finally be getting his opportunity and a chance at the head of Conor McGregor. Of course, he keeps continuing. Happy 4th of July, USA. Excited that President Trump will be announcing a UFC event at the White House. I would be honored. Count me in. And then he's speaking in DMs with Dana White at 3 a.m. in the morning from Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor screenshots this and posts it all over social media. Dana White's response, though, I love it. Of course, we continue. July 4th next year is a Saturday. Regarding President Trump's White House event, I will be reigning president of Ireland just under 1 year when I step out on the lawns of the White House to throw down epic proportions, or as I like to call it, Tuesday at the office. Vote Conor McGregor. Guess who else is come out of the woodworks as well? Of course, Jon Jones, Donald Trump's favorite fighter, Johnny Bones Meaty Jones. Here he is, just entered the testing pool. That lasted for about 2 weeks. Figured we'd keep everyone's options open. Jon Jones just retired, just vacated the belt. Tom Aspinall just got announced as the full-time heavyweight champion 13 days ago, and now here we sit. Jon Jones is interested in getting back in there, and he loves this AI image that somebody posted out there. A big fan of Jon Jones. Could he do it? Could this be the matchup that we see? People are mocking up cards up and down. Tom Aspinall, Jon Jones, McGregor, Chandler on the same card. Strickland, Adesanya, Roundtree, Olberg, crazy stuff. O'Malley, Nate Diaz is back. I mean, what the heck is going on here? Derek Lewis, Netflix, does this have something to do with this? Maybe so. We keep getting wilder and wilder. Kayla Harrison, Amanda Nunes, Justin Gaethje, Hooker, Sean Strickland, Israel Adesanya too. Colby Covington wants to get back in there, but these fights are obviously being scripted for today's fights. But what will this look like in a year? We'll just have to wait and see. Will this event even take place? That's really the question we need to ask. Of course, Don Davis of the PFL, a little minor league promotion over here. He's saying that we're going to have a card too. But truthfully speaking, if anybody even came to Donald Trump with this, he probably wouldn't even know what the PFL is. Sadly enough, Don. Sorry about that, buddy. And then, of course, the big man himself, Andrew Tate. Internet celebrity Andrew Tate says, I'll fight. Call me up, Dana. Let's get this thing done. I mean, all right, whatever, buddy. But the odds have come out now. Who will be headlining this? Potentially Dustin Poirier, Max Holloway, Sean Brady, Sean Strickland, Jon Jones, Marab, Connor, Patty, Tom Aspinall, Leon, Islam, Ilia Topuria. The odds are all out there. You can take a look for yourself. Dustin Poirier is the odds-on favorite, though, not too closely followed by Max Holloway at plus 300. And, of course, this simply could be the biggest sporting event ever and the Netflix deal, all the rights deals that the UFC is going on, negotiations right now, this would be a big package to throw in there into the mix to up that deal, to increase buyer interest. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. Are you guys interested in this? If you're American, does this make you proud to be an American? UFC on the grounds of the White House. How are they going to get 20 to 25,000 people sitting in and around the White House? We're just going to have to wait and see what happens. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below, and let me know what you're thinking about UFC at the White House. I'll see you next time.